All right. So the best way to do this for a permanent solution and to modernize this, I take all of this existing old wood trim off, take off these screen, get rid of the staples. I use my multi-master and cut all of the staples. Then I put this track into where this piece used to fit. Now we have an aluminum track that's nice and clean and modern, and you can put all of the screen into it. If anything happens to it, it's a straightforward design, whereas you just use the spline, roll it into there. We have a width of 4 feet. Four feet. Let's check and see if everybody's 4 feet. Boom. Four feet. So we have, these screens are in good shape here in the window. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels, plus what's going on with this screen door. Shucks, I wish I had brought a tool to open the screen door. Let's see, I think I could slide this to open by doing this. Come on. There we go, that's nice. Screen door is sound. I don't hate it. This needs to be locked in place better. I would use a does this have the hinges even? No. I would use a concrete drill bit, drill into there, and lock this so that it's stationary and not wobbly like that. This door, same thing. We put our metal track around it. It looks like the door, yeah, oh wow, yeah, the door can definitely do with a lift. If I lift this and use giant screws, oh, they got giant screws. Well, I'm going to use even bigger screws. My screws are going to be 8 inches long, and they're going to come someplace about here. Pre-drill that 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, this will be sturdy and locked up. The screws that I use are what's used for putting decks with ledger boards. They're long, skinny ledger board screws. And it'll get this door lifted so it works properly. Maybe even trim the bottom of it a little bit. This porch could look like $1 million again. Right now, it's not all it can be, let's just say that. Well, when we strip the screens, the smart thing to do, because it's much easier to paint it, and this is dirty already, is take all the screens off, and so that we weatherproof this, put another fresh coat of paint over everything to protect it from future rot. Get paint behind here, because that's where the water's going to make it rot. Right behind here, if that's unpainted. Smack another color of paint on this, another coat of paint, preferably the same color. Doesn't have to be, but it's easier to cover with that. We could choose any color we like, though. This color seems to get along with the color on the house, but a good embellishment would be to put a coat of paint on all of this before I think the tile installs up to this. I would like to make sure that these are well fastened by taking some 4.5 inch 5-inch construction screws, at least one, yeah, this has to be tightened up. And if some of this wood is rotted, that would be changed out, but it doesn't seem to be rotted. But it's definitely going to do the best job. We should paint that first before we put on my framing, and that will set this porch up for years. Looks like a new roof was put on. There's gutters that lead to nowhere, and there's exposed plywood on the ceiling. I don't know if the ceiling is going in on there, but that's another issue. But yeah, all right, what do we do? Strip those off.